Hello there, in this video I'm going to give you 6 reasons why COBI is better than Lego. Okay, so possibly some of these points might be a little bit tongue-in-cheek. Obviously, I really like Lego, and you know, COBI does have its advantages, and I'm going to give you 6 of them in this video. But I'm not hating on Lego here, so before all the Lego fanboys start descending on me and telling me what an idiot I am, just relax, because life is too short. So I'm going to build this Fokker Dr. I, probably got that wrong, haven't I? DR1 or something, Red Baron set here, while I give you this top 6 list. I'll tell you how I got this set later on in this video. Oh, I've dropped a piece. That's gone. That's never coming back, is it? So the first item on my list is there are more custom parts than Lego. So I've only just started this, but I can see some interestingly shaped things in here. Now, I'm not entirely sure if this is actually true. I found this on the Wikipedia page of the COBI company. But apparently, yes, they make more custom parts than Lego. So you think about it, Lego recycles a lot of their parts, which is good in its own right. But it's also quite exciting to have lots of different parts that you don't get in Lego sets. And indeed, when you buy different COBI sets, you get different unique parts that are unique to those models. And it's actually remarkable how just having extra pieces that you've never seen before makes a set more exciting to build. Now, the second item on my list is that, well, COBI just isn't as popular as Lego. Now, why is that an advantage? Well, firstly, it means if you build COBI sets, you're part of an exclusive club of people that know about COBI. It's always good to be different, isn't it? But secondly, and where this set really comes into it, people don't know what they've got on their hands. So this particular COBI set, which has got a bag stuck to it, costs about £30, between £30 and £35 as far as I can make out, on eBay at the moment. 2018 it says, so it's sort of 3 years old, probably discontinued now. But I actually bought this yesterday from a garage sale in my local city for £1. Can you imagine finding a Lego set at a garage sale for £1? No, you wouldn't. So by it not being that popular, people don't really know the value of COBI. Now, that said, I am struggling to find a part. I'm up to instruction number 5 in this set, and I'm struggling to find the controls for the aircraft. So this is obviously true of Lego as well, but you just have to be a little bit careful that all the parts are there. I was told by the person I bought this from, and I know it's only £1, but they didn't have to say that it had never been built, even though when I took it out of the box it was partially constructed and there is clearly a piece missing from it. So goodness knows what else is missing. That's just an aside. Anyway, what's number 3 on the list? So number 3 are printed bricks. So here is an example of a printed brick. Pad printed, don't know what that means. Probably means they got a pad and they print onto the bricks. A lot of people said to me, oh, well, you know, not all COBI sets have got printed bricks. Well, actually, they're moving towards that. Here's another one. But yeah, this is a 2018 set, and it does have a sheet of stickers. But stickers are much more common in Lego sets these days. I don't like them because they peel at the edges. You have to get them on straight, otherwise the set doesn't look very good. So I welcome COBI moving entirely towards printed bricks, and I think that is an advantage over Lego. So now we're on to the 4th item on the list, which is probably the biggest thing about COBI that everybody knows about, and that is they make building block sets that Lego don't. Primarily, they focus on military vehicles, so tanks, military aeroplanes, warships, that sort of thing, and these are things that Lego just don't make. Now, defenders of Lego will say that the reason Lego doesn't make them is because they don't want to glorify war, which is, yeah, fair enough, but you know, some people have an interest in military stuff. So to kind of not make it is a little bit short-sighted, but it doesn't matter because it's opened the way for COBI to fill that gap. Now, COBI doesn't just make military stuff as it happens. They also have a number of licensing deals with companies like Skoda, Maserati, Boeing, so you can get some extraordinary models that, yes, again, just to repeat myself, you can't get from Lego. And I think that's really nice, actually, not just from the perspective of being able to build things that you otherwise wouldn't be able to build. It's nice to have another choice, isn't it? Maybe you're bored with Lego Star Wars, Lego City. People did point out to me last time I made a point like this. They did say, oh yeah, but Lego did release an aeroplane back in 1912. Okay, I take your point there. Lego did make a couple of aeroplanes, but yeah, really, coming back to reality for a moment, if you want a good selection of aircraft, then COBI is your only option. They have actually also secured a couple of licensing deals for Hollywood films as well. So, you know, COBI is really being taken seriously. Now, somewhat problematically for the rest of this video, I've got to this point in the model and there are so many pieces missing from this set that's never been built before that I can't actually complete the model and show it to you, which is a little bit disappointing. In fact, it's very disappointing. Let's get real. Let's put that to the side and forget about it for a moment. So we'll go through the last two items on this list. Tell me, have you ever bought a set from a car boot sale, garage sale, or wherever, eBay, and found loads and loads of parts missing? I might try and contact COBI, see if they'll be nice and send me them, who knows. The next part on my list is shiny and snug. So COBI parts are comparable with Lego parts in terms of quality. And they are, obviously, although Lego perhaps doesn't like it known, they are cross-compatible. So you can put COBI parts on Lego parts and vice versa. But COBI is interesting because the parts fit together extremely snugly. They don't feel too tight. You just put them together and the set feels like it's really sturdy. It means that it's quite difficult sometimes to take the parts apart. But if you're making a model of something like an aeroplane with lots of bespoke individual parts like these curved bits here, you don't want to be taking it apart every 5 minutes anyway. So it's kind of good in that respect. Also, and I don't know if you can see, maybe if we catch the light, but COBI bricks are just very shiny, something that a lot of people have noticed, but it adds to the sense of quality actually and differentiates it from Lego. Probably build a few other bits as well just before we completely run out of parts. So the final part on my list is probably a surprising one, but that is that COBI is much more educational than Lego, in my opinion. So obviously you can get the odd Lego set that comes with a booklet and maybe explains something in it, gives you a little bit of history about the set. COBI is really unusual because on the back of the boxes you get a card with quite a lot of historic details about the set. So here we can see that it was in production from 1917 to 1918, so it's a World War I aeroplane. One crew member would fit inside, its wingspan, length, height, the type of engine, its range, its rate of climb, its service ceiling, so how high it could go, 20,000 feet, armament, so the type of guns and things it had on it, and its max speed. But it's nice because you buy a set like this for your kid or whatever, or yourself in this case. It's nice to have a little bit of education, be educated while you're doing something fun. Anyway, did you know that I have a Patreon, and just for a few dollars a month you get early access to all of my videos, and for even less you can just have your name scrolling across the screen like these chaps. Oh, thank you very much, you're extremely generous. Thank you also to Jennifer Jones, George Foote, Magnanimous Meg, Jim McKay and Ross Carter, who are extremely generous patrons. Thank you very much indeed. Do subscribe if you enjoy my videos. I'm about to throw this out of the window in despair. See you next time for another video. Just to show you where I got to with the Finnish model, this is the Finnish model. It's a biplane, even though it's meant to be a triplane. Is that what you call them? There's so many pieces missing that I can't actually finish this model, which is quite disappointing. I'm going to see if I can get them from COBI, but it's a bit cheeky because, you know, ultimately I haven't given COBI any money for this, and because there's no COBI equivalent of Bricklink as far as I'm aware, I just can't finish it. Interestingly, there's some extra parts here which are also COBI, which aren't used in this set. So, God knows. There's no prop on this, no propeller. It's missing. The part is missing. That is most disappointing. Was it worth £1, or have I just got £1 worth of disappointment? I don't know.